Fred here, and welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, I am going to pick which subscription service I like best, so stay tuned. Before I go down why I like one more than the other, I do want to say that you cannot go wrong by choosing any of these subscription services. They are all awesome. They're all great. I've done reviews on every single one of them, and I like them all. However, I have limited funds. I can't afford to subscribe to all three of these services, so I'm going to pick one for me personally. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with the Drip Club. Things that I liked. Well, one very important thing is I really liked the liquids they sent me. As a matter of fact, 50% of the liquids that they sent me, I really like. It's the highest percentage out of all three of these that were sent to me. And this right here, this Enter the Dragon, holy crap, this stuff is awesome. It's my favorite one out of everything that I've gotten. This stuff is really good. But you got to remember, it's subjective. What I like, you might really hate. So for me, I really like the selection that they sent me. The other nice thing about the Drip Club is that they probably have more e-liquids that you could shop on their website. So after you're subscribing to their service and everything, if you just want a one stop shop kind of place, you can go there and just buy the e-liquids there, and they have a huge selection. So I really like that. For cons, one thing that really stood out is that in their subscription service, the way that it works is you only have one size. They have it where you can subscribe to either 1 month or 3 months or 6 months or something like that. But it's always 50+ milliliters. You can't change the size of your box. So I didn't like that. Next, let's talk about the Craft Vapery. Craft Vapery, the thing that stands out over everybody else is the amount of personalization that you get with Craft Vapery. Their website, you can go in there and just tweak exactly how many bottles, and their flavor profile system or engine or whatever you want to call it is probably the most detailed as far as exactly what you like and exactly what you don't like. Really good personalization. As a matter of fact, they take it to a level way beyond everybody else where they handwrite your craft. The person who puts it together hand picks all the bottles there. They actually write you a personalized postcard. So really nice. They even give you M&Ms. I mean, really good. However, they are the highest cost, at least in this group here, of what you get and how much it actually costs. If you were to buy it, they are the highest cost. And another con is, as far as the e-liquids, I think out of the selection, compared these three examples, I probably these I didn't like as good as the other groups as far as percentages are concerned. Next, let's talk about Zamplebox. Zamplebox has been around the longest. I believe, I'm almost positive, they were the first one to come out with a e-juice sample subscription service. Things that I really like is they are the lowest cost. As a matter of fact, I have a little graph here I'll throw up right here somewhere where you can see how much money you save with Zamplebox. Really good cost per milliliter of juice, and they're awesome juices. They are very good, respectable companies, and they're not cheap. So lowest cost. The next thing is they did not have, when I got my first box, a flavor profile engine or whatever you want to call it. And that was a deal breaker for a lot of people. Well, things have changed, and now they do, and you can go in there and pick what you like and what you don't like. But one thing that they have that nobody else has is a selection where you could choose U.S. ingredients only. That is extremely important to me. See, I got my U.S. flag back there. I got my proud to be an American thing up here, which is out of frame, but that's important to me. Also, Zamplebox, Tony, who's the CEO, does a lot to help the community. They're very community driven as far as the Zamplebox Facebook site, as far as their lounge. So if you're a member, there's a members lounge you can get in there. Very community driven, and they fight for vapor people's rights. You know, they took it right to their state capital, you know, to fight in Washington State, and they do a lot to fight for our rights, because we are under attack as vapists. I know that sounds so bad, but as vapists, we are under attack by our local and federal governments right now. They want to tax the living crap out of us, and they want to ban it everywhere like cigarettes. And they're not cigarettes. And for me, I don't even use nicotine in it, you know. So, I mean, but you want to tax it by 95%. But anyway, Zamplebox does a lot to help fight the fight for us. Now, I'd say the biggest downside to the Zamplebox is they didn't provide a dropper. I mean, Drip Club provided one of these things, and Craft Vapery provided a bottle. But Zamplebox didn't, and not all the juices had droppers built in, so that was one of the things I didn't like. So those are all the pros and cons that really, the standout pros and cons as I went through all of these. So now I have to choose which one I am going to subscribe to on a long-term basis. Before telling you the winner, I do want to say that all three of these services are constantly changing, and the reasons why I picked one over the other now could be totally null and void next month, because this is a quick evolving kind of service. And you know, I might have liked the juices here in this package a lot more than the others, but next month it could be totally different. And you know, as far as rating the juices, as far as percentages of what I liked out of each box, the Drip Club I liked the most. Zamplebox came in second, and the Craft Vapery came in third as far as my tastes are concerned. Okay, so I'm going to pick one. So based on all the pros and cons I came through and what's important to me, I choose Zamplebox. Zamplebox is best for me right now based on everything that I've went over and experienced through each of these boxes. So Zamplebox, you're number one. I will be subscribing to you on a long-term basis, and I'll be doing unboxings here as part of some of my vaping videos in the future. So before we wrap things up, I do want to say again that you can't go wrong choosing any of these services. They're all great. I would recommend any of them to anybody. But again, Zamplebox for me. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have an awesome day.